What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Need to Know Talk Show. This your boy, Donovan Marquez. Along with me is my co-host,
Justin Ray Perez.
Coming to you live straight out of San Antonio, Texas.
2-0, baby.
All right. So today we're going to get right into it. Last episode was about red flags. This episode, green flags. And we've all heard about red flags, those neon warning signs that scream, run. But today, we're flipping the script and talking about green flags because healthy relationships deserve a spotlight too.
The biggest spotlight. I mean, that's how a relationship works.
Exactly.
But
so,
nowadays, everybody wants to point out the fucking, how do you, rojo?
No, rojo.
Rojo flags?
So think of green flags as the good vibes that say, yes, you may proceed to the next level of this dating game. Because that's usually how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Because, if you're spotting the green flags, then you're more than likely going to want to move forward.
Exactly.
Okay. So, let's see here. What are green flags to you?
A green flag to me, because I'm kind of experiencing some right now, is just being on the same page, bro. On the same level of everything. Vibes, communication, just like, you're on one, like whether it be through text, you're just texting back and forth, right away, or when you're having a conversation with someone and it just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, you're on one, bro. Like it's just like, damn, you're on the same page and like, what? Like, where's this book been all along? Like I've been trying to find this book and, we're reading it and it's like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I mean, by definition, this is definition. It's positive signs that someone is emotionally and healthy and respectful and compatible with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I agree. You know what I mean? Because seeing green flags in somebody is, I think, a little more exciting, because everyone tries to spot the red flags, right?
That's all they fucking do.
Yeah. And that's what you focus on.
Yeah.
And if you put the main focus on red flags, then that's what you're going to kind of go on.
Yeah. And then like what you're saying right now too, because like, of course, we're on social media. This is how this podcast is being, broadcasted on and stuff like that. But all these little reels and stories, it's all, the stuff that we're trying to put out as positivity is like the stuff we're doing. But most of the stuff that I see is like just red flags. Oh,
yeah.
Do this, do that if you're spotting this and that. But see, I'm coming across stuff like what we're on the same page on, like, where men are like tired of that, the girls just pointing that out and saying like, hey, bro, like this is like you dodged a bullet on this because she's pointing you out on this and that. Like, quit doing that shit, and stuff like that. Like it's just cold out here, man. Like these women just expect us to fucking spot just the red flags. Like, man, I'm trying to find your good qualities.
Like I want to see your I want to see your good side.
Yeah,
here,
you know exactly. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, and everybody's got a good side to them. I would think, somebody does. Like, and if they're all just negative, then run.
Yeah,
run for the fucking hills and not look back.
Also, too, if you're like in the dating space and you're dating somebody or you are dating multiple people, kind of just playing the field, which is totally normal. If you spot or if you start feeling some type of way that's kind of doesn't agree with you, then I would say just listen to that. But on the flip side, when you meet somebody and it's just vibing all the way through, conversation's heavy, y'all are just clicking on every level.
Every level, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's when you know it's real.
Yeah, like she gets your movie quotes.
Oh, yeah. If she gets your movie, well, for me, my thing is music. Music is my passion. So if you listen to the same music, if you listen to just different genres in itself, nowadays everybody's just stuck on one genre. You either listen to rap, or you just listen to country, or you just listen to rock, or like I listen to everything, bro. Like everything.
Oh, bro,
so like, yeah. And like one-sided genres like that is kind of fucking boring, bro. That's boring to me. That's what I was like. So that's always my first question. Like whenever, trying to, get to know that person and stuff like that. And they tell me, I was like, oh, all right, cool. I fuck with you then, like I'm the same way too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you can go, movie quotes and stuff.
Hell yeah.
We're big movie buffs, I guess you could say it like that. So if we can quote movies all fucking day and just
like if me and her can go back and forth, bro, that's it.
Yeah. Oh, and then your big back ass.
Oh,
Food, food. Yeah, and hey, girls like to eat, bro.
Yo,
a lot of them
yes,
are afraid to
yes.
whenever but like, shit, girl.
If I ever go
Yeah.
on a date with the girl, I really try to elaborate on that. Like, look, I know we just met or whatever, but when it comes to eating, feel comfortable. I want sauce on the lip. I want juices running down your fucking.
Let me clean that for you. Let
You
me
know
see.
what I'm saying?
I'm gonna taste
Like,
it too. Oh, my shit is good. Yeah,
go
yeah.
all in. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Because I want to reach that level of comfortability. May not
Exactly.
be
You
off
gotta-
the bat, but if it is, cool. If not,
Yeah, it'll like if it's gonna get there, then cool.
yeah, it'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say green flags for me, like A1, like super A1.
A1 sauce because it does not belong on
Yeah,
steak.
fuck you. Yes, it does. I love A1.
I do, but like if a good steak is cooked well, everybody, if y'all chiming in on this, let me know how you like your steaks cooked. But don't get me wrong, I do like it, but like to me, the way I was raised, eating the steak, like it doesn't need any sauce as long as it's seasoned right and cooked.
Yeah.
Medium
I
rare, fucking cow still mooing and shit, whatever.
Bro,
That's a
if
good
you would
steak.
put some fucking A1 sauce on a cow, I'd bite the fucking cow.
You probably would.
I damn sure would.
I know you would. Hell yeah.
But back on subject. So for me, first and foremost, like at the top of my list is emotional maturity.
Oh,
you know, that right there is a big one, bro. Like if you can communicate, it takes a lot to be mature emotionally because we go through shit on a daily basis,
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah, everyone does. Given your past, whatever, but they communicate clearly,
Yes.
they apologize when they're wrong.
Yes.
You can handle conflict
Check.
without making it like you're in a fucking reality show.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And y'all can just communicate back and forth, with no friction. It's kind of like, for instance, let's say you're with a girl, right? And she has a fucking bad day. And she's like, you know what? Fuck you, Justin. And you tell, okay, so she's like, fuck you, Justin. But give it a couple minutes. She comes back and says, hey, look, I'm so sorry I said that, but I was feeling this way. And this is why I said that.
I'm like, it's all right, baby. Like,
Right?
I'm here. Like,
Right.
give her a big old kiss, hug, whatever.
Right?
Like,
the entire dynamic would change, at that instant. Because doing that, like coming back and saying, my bad, I'm sorry.
but say, and this is going to go back on a red flag, what fucking now everybody fucking is looking for. So say, same thing. They do that. They have a bad day, but they continue to have a fucking bad day about it. Fuck you. And I don't talk about it. And y'all go to bed angry.
Yeah.
And wake up. And then the next day, oh, I'm sorry. No, don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Don't go to bed. Cause we're not promised tomorrow.
Don't ever
Yeah.
go to bed angry.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm all for that. Like give it, I mean, I know it's a double-edged sword, but I would say give it to me while it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Like while fresh off the press, I want to know why you're mad while you're mad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And like the way you say that, like iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like let's get sharp together.
Yeah. Oh, let's get sharp together.
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to put
Is that
it.
gonna be your pickup line?
I guess it could be.
Let's get sharp together.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. So like that emotional maturity is top tier for me. Second, and we're already talking about dating. So if you're in a relationship, all these can get worked out. But this is as far as the dating space goes, and then it kind of just relates to your relationship later on.
Oh yeah. For sure. It builds it.
Yeah. So right under emotional maturity for me is consistency.
Yes.
That
Well, just being consistent in anything in your life,
in general,
like your job, your goals, your
anything.
family relationship, your relationship with your kids,
Yeah.
and like just everyday fucking life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So consistency is key, especially in dating. Like if you plan a date with a girl and then she messages you back like, "Hey, we're still on, right?"
Oh hell yeah.
Like she's making sure that this is gonna go through.
Yeah, exactly.
Which shows interest. And guys, y'all too, man. If
Yeah,
y'all plan
exactly.
something with a female or
Be communicative.
okay,
let it know.
Yeah,
let's be on a real talk. Okay. Well, not to cut you off, but like, because when you're dating somebody, you can be dating multiple people. Y'all need to know that, right? Like, just because we're dating in these, whether it goes, this is for male or female, don't be getting all upset because, you really don't got to explain nothing to that other person if you don't want to, but you're allowed to date other fucking people at that time until you're committed to that. You know, so like where you're getting at, like, yeah, go ahead. Like just if something comes up, cancel it. You know what I mean? So y'all can reschedule, hopefully, you know, don't just fucking, you know, leave them out on a whim.
Okay. So if you're dating a girl, right, and y'all plan something, but another girl hits you up at the same time and makes plans with you, are you letting both of them know? Are you saying like, hey,
No.
I can't go with you because I already have plans with someone?
I'm gonna stay committed to that one I already had plans with. The first one, yeah. I'm gonna stay committed to that. Like, no, I'm gonna see where this goes with her, and then, all right, and see how it goes, and then I'll be like, I'm sorry. You know, I won't necessarily tell her. You know, there's such thing as a white lie and lies. You know, like it's not even a white lie. You're just not. I guess. I don't know. That's like not telling her the truth, but you're just, what I'm trying to get at, you don't have to explain anything to them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like just say like, hey, like, no, I can't really do it at this time. Like I'm doing something else right now. Throughout the day, you know, because you don't have to explain shit to them right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're in the dating phase, you know,
dating phase.
At what point? What point do you turn that into like, I'm actually talking to somebody?
Well, let's say these are first dates.
Yeah.
So like you just say you're in the talking stages with these girls, like whether, I don't know how you met them, like on, whatever. You know, we had that episode like dating apps or whatever, stuff like that. So say it's two you met, but you haven't physically met in person. And like you said, that, so you got to make that choice. Who do you want to move forward with?
Yeah.
So then you choose to go forward with either, it could be the first one in line or second in line, whatever one you think you're vibing with. So at that point, I don't think you really got to say anything, but like, second, third date, yeah. Like, you know, if you choose to want to be honest with them, then tell them. If not, then I don't know. I mean, I guess that's up to you. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
You know,
I would say. Yeah. So, yeah, if y'all are in the comment section of wherever this podcast is hosted, go ahead and let us know what y'all feel the opportunity or the right time is to tell somebody that you're actually talking to somebody.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, so consistency is key. That's a green flag right there. So guys, girls, both of y'all, consistency is key. If you say you're going to call her or him at 7 and you actually call her or him at 7, that's great. You know, because consistency as a green flag shows long-term potential, you know? Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely. So another green flag for me would be, and this is different for everybody, but another green flag for me would be respect for boundaries. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And this is, like I said, this is in the beginning. If you're in the dating space,
the beginning, not the end.
If you're in the beginning dating space, respect for boundaries. Like they don't push you to do things you're uncomfortable with, whether it's physical, emotional, social, anything like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, if, you know, say you put your hand on her thigh or you put your hand on his thigh and he's like uncomfortable with it, you know, like you got to kind of find people's boundaries and respect them.
Well, boundaries and attachment, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause like if I'm, like we were talking about this earlier, I guess right from jump, like let it be known what you want, because you know what you want, and like you're not going to build that attachment to them. You know, they could be wanting something more than what you want, but be upfront with it. You know, yeah. So that way there isn't a boundary, like you're saying, right? Because this is all new, so like you don't know, you know, what you want, but like if you're just what's the word? I guess if you're being just, and it's not, I don't know, because when you're on one, it's not really lustful. You're just, damn, your connection.
Yeah,
you know,
it's just the whole vibe.
Yeah, it's whole vibe. So like, if you want to like just attack that, you know, attack each other, that's cool. But at the same time, like, look, we're doing that, but like, stop yourself, because like,
yeah, definitely,
you know, like, don't get attached too quick, because I could have that connection with you, but like, if it doesn't work out, like, I'm okay with just like, hey, this didn't work out. I'm sorry, you know, like. I'm not going to feel no type of way about it, you know, like, in other words, I'm not trying to like break your heart or nothing, or, you know, and stuff.
But like, even like, let's just, for instance, if you're just giving like a heavy makeout session and you start feeling on her and she just
Or
says
she's
like,
feeling on you.
yeah, and
Yeah.
she tells you like, oh, this, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and then you
yeah.
just stop,
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
like being respectful of boundaries. Also, I mean, boundaries, there's a list, of everyone's boundaries are completely different, but I do feel like when you're on that heavy vibe, like if y'all two are just clicking, some boundaries get pushed,
Yeah, like
the line gets
well,
moved.
I guess what we're trying to say is like everybody's different, but try your best to just keep it in your pants the first night. You know what I mean? If you can, but it's very hard, like, 'cause especially if you both got that same temptation with something, because it's hard, man. It's very hard. You get what we're saying.
Hard.
But, yeah, man, I agree.
Yeah. What's a thing that, do you have any like boundary, like green flag boundary? You know what I mean?
I think,
like that you would like in a female, or like one of her boundaries to be, or something like that.
what we're getting at, like, yes, I agree with what you just said, but this my main thing. Like in the beginning, like just be very communicative. Like let's be on the same page and just communicate. And just like just be on this. I don't know. There's like really no. I mean, pretty much talked about everything. Just be this on the same page with stuff. Like just be real with me. Like I'll tell you this and tell you that, and well, just don't be accept it. Don't get mad about it. Whether and stuff like that. When it comes to just being on the same page. Just being on the same page, man. I don't know. Like it's kind of weird. Like when you're on the spot on a question like that. But I feel we're pretty much covering all of it.
Yeah, just kind of going over everything.
Yeah.
Another green flag that I put in that top tier list is shared values and goals.
Oh, there you go.
That's a big.
That's how you build a relationship and you grow.
Exactly. Like you both want
building a foundation. Yeah.
You both want similar things in life.
Goals and interests.
Yeah. Whether it's kids, travel, owning,
businesses.
businesses, whatever the case may be,
or just supporting each other in their everyday life, or whatever your profession is at the time, whatever your job is. It could be anything. It could be fucking you can be working. One could be working at McDonald's. The other could be a fucking
whatever.
It doesn't matter. Like don't let that shit get. Don't feel and see. That's what a lot of fucking and it's men and women. Oh, well, you. What do you do for a living? Oh, you're like really? Like just because I don't make $100K a year or this and that,
I have no idea where in the past couple of years $10,000 a month is minimum for people.
Really?
I'm like, where the hell that number is?
Exactly. Like I can support myself. Like like we're single fathers. I support my son and me. Like what more do you want?
Yeah.
Like.
I mean, I'd understand, like, if, to want more, sure, to
but you gotta want it together.
Yeah, like to build, and that's great, you know, but if you don't meet me making $10,000 a month, then, I mean, eventually, maybe,
yeah.
But, I don't know where that number came from.
But it's kind of always been that way, but it's gotten a lot worse now.
Yeah, but I think shared values and goals definitely helps. Do y'all have to be on the same page altogether? Like, okay, so I like day trading. If a girl doesn't like day trading or isn't into it, but is into something on her own, that's completely fine. Like, you don't have to be what I'm into,
Yeah.
And another...
There we go, like... Not to cut you off, but like, you don't have to have the similar interests, and everything. Opposites do attract. So, but you got to be supportive of that, of whatever that other person is into.
Yeah.
You can't, but just because you don't like, I don't fucking like it. So, like, don't have that attitude.
I mean, like, unless it's reckless.
Yes. Unless it's reckless. Like, right now, we're sipping on some Di Serono with some
Shout
Dr.
out
Pepper.
to Di Serono.
Yeah. So, like, say, Donovan was off today. We had lunch before I went to work like that. So you get up, we're just winding down, we're on our second drink. Yeah. We're chilling. We're doing this podcast while we're drinking. So like, say you get home from work and, you're and like, that's the way of you winding down. And so like some girls like to just wind down with like TV or reading a book or, whatever it is. So, but be supportive of that. But if it's the opposite, that's all they want to do is just fucking drink and fucking get drunk until they fucking, go to sleep and they don't remember shit or anything, any kind of drug, because anything can be a drug, you know what I mean? So like, that right there is when it's reckless, like you're saying.
That's
like,
when you get reckless.
That's when you're like, hey, look, you got a problem. Let's fix this. Because if not, it ain't going to work.
Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, shared values and goals is a big green flag today. Whether, it'd be you and her sharing the same goals or at least y'all's values, if
And
you're,
make sure, this is funny too. I didn't cut you off. Make sure you share the same bed. You know how many fucking older, which I don't know, like, I don't know, man. Like, I've heard, like, people that are, like, they don't share the same bed.
I don't,
Like, how do you not share the same bed with
I'm
your
not
significant-
that old.
Me neither. Well, but I hear they get to a certain age, but, like, where does that, like, you gotta keep that connection. Whether, like,
That
you
sounds like after marriage.
but even after marriage, you gotta have that
No,
connection.
I mean, that sounds like after years of marriage.
But, like,
You ain't doing that shit in the beginning.
but even after years of marriage, if that's happening, that means y'all ain't fucking doing the deed.
Yeah, but we're talking about dating. We're not talking about, hey,
Well,
so
okay,
this
yeah,
is our
we're moving,
25-year marriage plan,
Well, not even that, but I mean, still, like, I guess what I'm getting to is like, you're positive, like, don't go to bed angry. Because when you do that, say y'all are sleeping and say, oh, well, I'm going to go sleep on the couch. Nah, why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sleep, work it out, and be where y'all
Yeah.
started, and you know what I mean? Like, in it, yeah.
That'll
We
be
go
our
back there, yeah.
episode for like 2055,
We're still fucking single. We're not sharing the bed.
Damn, we're sharing the bed now.
God damn. Right now, bro. Damn, that's funny.
All right. So another green flag out there would be how they treat others. So that's big.
Yes,
like,
I'm glad you pointed.
you don't want Megan
Yes,
out
yes,
there, bro. You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
yes.
So it's how they treat others. If they're kind to like the service staff or patient with family, empathetic to strangers, things like that.
Yes,
That's a
I
big
really
one.
look into that because I'm gonna call you out on that shit. Like, what the fuck is your problem?
Yeah.
Like, they're doing their job. They're just being like,
You don't want to be like
yeah.
Megan.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was
I
your
can't-
lipstick on the glass.
I can't do the voice. Do the voice. I can't do
I
that.
can't do
that.
That's too high
Fucking Jordan Peele, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But
That was fucking great. But that's a
Yeah,
perfect
yeah.
example. That
Yeah, yeah.
skit is perfect.
yes, yes. I
because-
kind of want to do, but just the OMG part.
Yeah, dude, that skit's amazing.
yeah,
but
yeah.
how they treat others, and I look at that. If you're on a date with somebody, and y'all are at a restaurant or a bar or whatever, and you see how they treat the people around them.
or just anywhere,
Yeah.
and like that.
So like you could be on a like a girl that's maybe, I wouldn't say territorial. I mean, because y'all are just dating, but maybe
There's a lot of like in men
y'all
too
walk
that are
in,
like that.
say y'all walk into a bar or something, and she's giving ugly looks to everybody.
What the fuck is
You know,
why are you
yeah.
mugging everybody? It's like
know.
what's like, hey, we came here to the bar after work to chill and wind down. It's happy, or whether it be happy
Versus,
hour or
like
whatever.
you're dating a girl that when you walk in, it's just like everyone's not attracted to her, like they want
But
to
just
have sex
Just-
with her.
they
but
bring
like,
that positive
yeah,
vibe.
they just have
and
that
this-
vibe
yeah,
about
yeah.
them, and when they enter a room, people just want to
Just that aura.
that aura,
The aura.
that
Aura. Yeah.
that fuck, what's his name? That Rick James aura, what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
But yeah, just
See, because when they act like that, after Rick James, like, what the 5 fingers to the face? Like, why are you gonna be acting like that? Like, are you asking to get slapped because
Yeah.
you're gonna walk into the wrong room or wrong bar and that, like, you don't know what kind of day this other one. Like, someone's gonna slap your ass. Like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, especially I don't know if I haven't done this yet, but like if you go out with a girl on a date, then she just so happens to get you into shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'll leave. Like,
Yeah, I'm like, I'm out.
I ain't trying to mention.
I'll hit that back door. You won't even see me.
Yeah,
I'll be
exactly.
gone.
Yeah, like that. You got yourself into this shit. Not me.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but I do like girls that radiate that positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like people want to get to know. And not only that, but it makes you look better and feel better as well.
yeah, exactly.
Because if you're with someone that just mean,
Okay, there we go. A green flag is just always complimenting. Like, man, like, damn, you look good, girl. Like, I like your hair today. Like, like that outfit, just like,
you complimenting her,
or both.
or she
just
complimenting you,
both.
or
It's giving each other those
compliments.
compliments. Like, man, like, just, and that goes a long way. And that's what people get jealous nowadays. Like, like, whether, like, just simple compliment. Like, oh, you got a pretty smile. You look very pretty today. Or like, that makes that person's day. Cause you know what I mean? Like, but whenever you're doing that in a relationship, that's a really good, that's a green flag.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
to say like that. So that's just kind of like what I was talking about, because I've had this happened to me personally. So I've told, you tell a girl she's beautiful and they're like, oh my God, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there's a transverse, which I've also experienced where I'm like, oh, wow, you're so beautiful. And it's like, oh, I always get that. Like, yeah, that's how you know. Like, you
They're
can,
like, all right, well,
yeah, you're like, all right, you're fucking ugly. Dude,
yeah.
I promise
did
you
get that? Yeah,
that
yeah.
was my response.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she was like, oh, I get that all the time. I'm like, all right, cool, then you're fucking ugly. You know?
because I mean, you are.
Yeah.
Your fucking heart is being ugly right now.
Yeah, so
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. You're beautiful on the outside, but you're ugly as fuck on the inside.
Yeah, tough.
Yeah.
So another green flag I'd like to add out there is they're comfortable with your independence.
Oh,
And
yes.
fellas,
Yeah.
y'all gotta be okay with that too. I mean, I know females can get a little territorial, but guys, man,
Rough like a fucking goddamn chihuahua, bro.
guys
damn.
are just as bad, bro.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, a lot of these guys, their bark is fucking louder than their bite.
Yeah.
A lot of them. And that's what guys get into. They be putting their girls and their self in bad situations. Like,
but
why,
like,
bro?
when a female or a male, whatever, is comfortable with your independence, they'll encourage you to do your hobbies and shit. They don't get jealous when you spend time with your friends. You know, You know, it's amazing. You know, they hype you up to do whatever it is you want to do,
or like rizz you up, or not rizz you up, but I know hype you up, or like gas, or or I don't know. Trying to get to these like new fucking gassing you up or whatever. Yeah, like I don't know, but yeah, what you're saying.
Yeah, but they encourage you to go for things and to strive for
be
shit.
a go getter.
You know what I'm saying? And that part right there, that's major.
Yeah.
If you can date somebody that's already encouraging like that, just imagine what that would be like later. You know, once you actually reach where you're trying to go.
Exactly.
And
then. Like you're building that foundation and you're finally just stacking the bricks, and then boom, you got your kingdom, you know, or whether your kingdom or your house. I mean, start small and then build the kingdom.
Yeah.
And then if y'all build it together, man, that shit ain't nothing gonna tear that shit down.
You know, and because y'all can stay solid, you know, with each other. But I think people that respect your independence is because, like, especially me, man, I enjoy me time. Like, like a mug. Like, I can just cruise by myself and be fine. I can go eat by myself to the movies, whatever, you know, and I'll be just fine.
Exactly.
You know?
Like, that's what I need.
Yeah. Even in a relationship, I can be that way.
Like tomorrow, for instance, okay, my birthday's coming up on Tuesday on the 4th. Well, I'm a real big, like, I love music. So I go to shows all the time by myself. So I'm actually going to a show tomorrow by myself, you know, like.
Who you going to go see?
Dylan Wheeler. Shout out to Dylan Wheeler. He's a Texas country, Texas country artist coming up. He's from a little suburb out of Houston.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I started listening to him about like 5 years ago. Anyways, he's going to put on a hell of a show, man. I'm excited, you know.
Yeah.
And it'd be cool. It'd be cool if I had like someone to be around to like whatever but I'm gonna enjoy my time, you know, whatever. Like I mingle, whatever. I mean, I'm going to just enjoy. Like I might meet somebody there. I don't know. We'll see, you know. But
ladies, if you're listening, you want to go to a show, Justin's your guy. And Justin's your guy.
This will be uploaded by that time. I mean, if whoever's giving it a listen. But yeah, I mean, the show don't start till about 8:30, I think. Oh no, he goes on at like 9:30. There's an opening band, but yeah. I mean, I'm not going to give the details where it's going to be at, but if you want it, let me know. Meet me there. I mean, I'm going to be there regardless, so just meet me there.
So let me ask you this. Is there any instance or reason that you think that green flags would be overlooked?
They're always overlooked because they're so focused on the red flags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just, to me, it seems like sometimes we're just so used to chaos and
chaotic situations
that healthy just feels boring. And I've seen that too on social media. Yeah. You know, those stupid ass posts and stuff.
Yeah, like it's boring. Like,
yeah, but boring to me is underrated, man. It's peaceful. It's reliable.
Boring is peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, if you think about it, growing up, you're like, oh, you're boring, or this is boring. Why? Because you're sitting at home and you're not being like.
Yeah, you're just not.
Now it's peace. Yeah. You know, like
especially getting older.
Yeah, getting older. I mean? Yeah.
I mean, we don't go out to fucking clubs and shit and turn. I mean, we can, but
I mean, we turn up anywhere. We turn up anywhere we go, bro. That's just the way we are.
Be sitting at a restaurant. We be turning up right there.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, because it says, I mean, don't quote me on this, but there's a stat that says about 60% of people admit to chasing toxic relationships because they confuse intensity with love. That's crazy, right? Like they want that intensity and they confuse that for love, because there's something going on.
Exactly. I agree.
It's like what is it? A quote from who was that? Denzel Washington. He said, "Don't confuse movement with progress."
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because that's not the same thing.
No,
you could be moving, doing a whole bunch of shit that's not getting you any further than where you need to go.
Yeah,
and that applies to relationships as well. People feel like they need to be on this fucking TV or drama show in order to feel something.
Yeah.
And a lot of people get cheated on when they become boring,
Yeah, but it's like, why? Like, well, dude, like, okay, now, since you're talking about a celebrity, bro, like, everybody has celebrity crushes out there. Like, everybody. But it's so easy to get bored and, because, like, I've so many different celebrities, like Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston for some reason. Like, dude, Jennifer Aniston was one of my biggest celebrity crushes growing up, dude. Like, and she's gorgeous and beautiful. So was fucking Brad Pitt, bro. Every like they could get anybody they want, but they split up and go and do their thing. Like, how do you get bored of that? How?
I mean,
look, saying everything, but they were together for so long, dude. Like, but why? I mean, like, how? Because one hit the fame and they did that and did their thing, and now they decide they're tired of that and they're doing their business, but they don't want to go and do the red carpet or go to the big ass after parties and do this. Like, they just want to be home and chill, or maybe one of them wants to have kids, but the other one don't want to have kids. Like, yeah, that's not boring. You know what I mean?
Would you? I mean, I don't know. Have you ever left, a relationship to seek something that was a little more exciting?
No, dude, I've always been the dumpy. There's only been one time in my life, honestly, that to be honest, like, I've always wanted kids, but I was dating this girl at a time and she had 2 kids, and I just, not that I was into her and everything, but like, and the kids had a father in their life, but I just wasn't ready for that, bro. It was too much. She was moving too fast, and dude, and I had this.
She was just looking for like a replacement.
Yeah, and I didn't want that, dude. But other than that, dude, they've always left me, bro. They've always left me. You know what I mean? So like, I guess I got boring to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So remember, guys, girls, whatever, fireworks are fun, but they're also dangerous.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just, don't chase excitement over reliability. You know what I mean? Because but I'm talking about dating. Now, if y'all like in a relationship for a long time, whatever, y'all got problems,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
in the beginning, dating stages, and you shouldn't be like, grown already trying to still chase the bad boy or like the bad girl, like that's over, that's over. If he's a bad boy in his 30s, man, you might want to
reconsider.
Yeah, you might want to take that back. Now, if he looks like a bad boy, that's completely different.
Yeah.
But if he's acting like a puto,
or a bad boy, like how bad are you, motherfucker?
Yeah, how bad are you, bro? Okay, so another thing is how to spot green flags and build on them. So if you're trying to like spot a green flag in someone and say your dating space, just pay attention, look for the actions, not just the words.
Yeah. Just people in public, like the way they carry themselves. If you see, okay, and this is, you got to respect boundaries of space, but like, say you walk into a coffee shop, right? And like, everybody kind of goes there to kind of wind down or do their work. You see somebody if you see somebody on their laptop working and stuff, they're doing work. Like, kind of pay attention to see what they're doing. Like, maybe they're a college student going to somewhere, or they're just kind of work, or they're checking emails or something like that. I wouldn't really bother them because they're either they're working, they're doing on something. But if you walk into a coffee shop, they're sitting by themselves, whatever, they're just winding down, or you walk and they're reading a book. They're just trying to get lost in that book. Maybe approach them then.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? Like, hey, like, what book you reading? Because maybe y'all, similar interests to that book, or that author. So like, then that's a conversation setter right there. That's a way to kind of like approach them
Yeah.
without them being like, excuse me, what? Like, I'm trying
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Like, yeah, and yeah, well, I'm an observant person.
Yeah,
You know, I
very.
pick up on cues like crazy, but I can also choose to ignore cues. And sometimes I will if I'm not feeling it. But like, let's say I'm on a date with a girl, right? And she sees the cashier girl and we're getting something and she compliments that girl. She's like, "Oh my God, I love your nails." Or, you know,
That's
like,
it, yeah.
you know,
And
your
that's what I-
smile is so pretty, like that right there.
Exactly. That's what
That's
that's
A1
what I
right
was
there.
going about. Like, whenever y'all spotting red flags and like, okay, I get a lot of compliments on the way I smell because like
same.
I'm real big on
Same.
colognes. You know, shout out to my aunt. You know, she, you know, I grew up with, you know, I have a lot of aunts and stuff like that. So I grew up a lot of women in my life. So I guess maybe that's the way we are, and we know what a woman wants. So she always told me, you know, like I was when she bought me my first bottle of cologne, I was like maybe like 13, 14 years old. You know, I remember the first bottle of cologne was Very Sexy by Victoria's Secret. Man, that cologne was.
I had Victoria's Secret for him. That shit was hard.
Yeah. And she when she bought it for me for Christmas. She was like, you know, a woman or girl is gonna love the way you smell. You gotta stay, you know, and stuff like that. So till this day, you know, my son, he wears cologne right now, you know, and yeah, I'll always get compliments on like whether they as soon as I walk into the room or approach them or they step in my car, they're like, "Oh my God, you smell so good."
Yeah,
I'm like,
I love that.
You know?
That
Like,
compliment, that compliments A1. That's top tier.
Yeah,
right
exactly. Yeah, and then also whenever you get that compliment, send a compliment back. Whether like maybe they're not wearing a cologne or a perfume or something that, you know, but hey, compliment like, "Oh, well, you look very nice," or "I like your outfit," or "I like the way your hair is," you know, or something like just have that same energy.
Yeah. And that's how if you're going to look for green flags in somebody, just make sure that the one you're looking for, their actions match that.
Exactly.
You know, if you're looking for someone that's very complimentary, then, you know, then they're complimenting people, you, themselves, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Just make sure they're acting on what you seek. You know what I mean? Another one is like that. Same thing is communicate, acknowledge and appreciate their green flags, you know, just like we were talking about, like, hey, I really like how you handled that awkward situation. You know,
no, you know what's a big turn on for most girls? I mean,
I don't know. I'm not a girl.
you kind of act girlish sometimes.
You're close,
Nah,
but not.
Okay. This is like the biggest, and I would think for anybody, like it can go vice versa. Okay. Say you're anywhere. It can be a bar anywhere and there's conflict.
Mm-hmm.
There's conflict. All right. Anything like a heat, you know, and something like show that side of you without actually having to be violent. You know what I mean? De-escalate the situation. And if you can do that without trying to use any violence, that right there shows that they can take care of you. You know, like don't just act out on anger and do that, because that's not the way to do things.
What would be the female version of that for you?
Just
like if something breaks out and you kind of de-escalate it, you take, what could she do that's kind of similar, vice versa?
Like, okay, say, because this happens a lot with, you know, the guys and with the girls, you know, like say someone's checking you out or doing this, or say for instance, like how you're saying, say we're at a restaurant or something like that, and say the girl like compliments, "Oh, I like your haircut," or like, "Oh, I like what's that smell with cologne you're wearing?"
Yeah,
and then for like, you know, to be like, okay, oh yeah, it does smell, or like, oh, say for instance, or a shirt, a shirt they're wearing. Oh, be like, "Hey, well, I bought them that shirt. Thank you." You know what I mean? Something like that, but don't be like, "What?" Like, you say, "No, this happened like 2 days ago at work." Well, this couple came in and they were needing help or whatever. And like, I smelled, I don't know if it was a cologne or a perfume, but it smelled good, you know, and stuff like that. So, you know, helping them, like, they're there. And I was like, "What cologne or perfume are y'all wearing?" Or something like that. And she was like, and like the woman was talking for the man. She was like, "I don't know, I'm wearing Prada, but he's also wearing," like, "What are you wearing, babe?" Or something like that. She said, "I don't know." She's like, I was like, "It's something." She's like, "It's probably mine." So she's like, "It smells good." I say, "I was whatever it is, it smells good." And you know, but
Yeah.
You know, like she did the talking for him, you know, like and stuff like that. And I was just giving a couple, I was just curious, like I've never smelt that before, but it smelled good, bro. You know, like, so that right there is a prime example. She did the talking for him. And like, and he was cool. They said, thank you, you know, like that, you know, and I was like, I wasn't trying to like, you know, like,
You know, and the thing is that when you're looking for green flags, you know, and you compliment them on their green flags, it's just like positive reinforcement, you know, like if a girl goes out with you or a guy goes out with, you know, the girl, whatever, and he doesn't feel like he's looking top tier and she doesn't feel like it. And then you tell her like, damn, you're beautiful. Or you tell him like, oh, wow, you look great. That could totally change, you know, it's a confidence booster.
Yeah. Yep.
And I just think that's pretty dope. You know what I mean? But, so yeah, guys, with that being said, encourage the green flags, okay?
Yes.
Because green flags in the beginning, you know, are the foundation of great relationships. They're proof that love or dating or whatever can be healthy, fun, and drama free.
Drama free. We don't want no drama.
It doesn't always have to be a bad thing. And I think dating nowadays gets a bad connotation because of, I mean, social media can be great, but it can be detrimental.
Ooh,
because
social media nowadays is,
if you look at your feed, it's men should be this way or
women should be this way.
women should be this way. Or,
nah, just be you.
No,
just
be you. Be 100% you, you know, and then everything else will just translate to that, you know. But another stat would be couples who focus on positive traits in their partners are 43% more likely to report long-term happiness.
That's what I'm looking for.
Some long-term.
That 43 needs to bump up to like fucking 60, 70 something right now. See, why is it at 43? It's not even halfway there.
But I mean, because most people focus on the negative.
Exactly.
You know, you'll totally
fucked up. Right now, it should be at least 50. It ain't even 50-50 right now, dude. That's 43.
Yeah. I mean,
that goes to show that goes to show that's everybody's focused on the red fucking flags.
Well, and also too, you know, don't listen to,
everybody.
I'm not saying, but if your friends are just giving you shade and you feel a certain way about somebody, don't take their advice all the way. I mean, you can consider it, you know, but if you're feeling some type of way about
you just got to run with it. Go, you know, like always get your advice, but what you go with what you feel on the inside.
On the inside.
Yeah, go with your gut or your heart or wherever the fuck you got inside telling you. Just go with it.
No, it's like me, man. My gut says tacos. My heart says chicken.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I know. Oh, shit.
So I'm going with one of them motherfuckers up there.
Yeah, I'll be paying for one of those later, but hey, but exactly.
But as for today's episode, that's all we got for you today. So what green flag have you seen or hope to find in a partner? Send us your stories and let's keep that positivity style rolling so we can share more green flags with the rest of the world so we can get off this red flag bullshit.
100%.
But like I said, with that being said, make sure you comment anywhere that this podcast is hosted. Let us know what green flags you're looking for, any crazy stories you have, and we would love to host you on the podcast.
And give us that follow. Give us that follow.
Yes, give us a follow and a like. And like that, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. We'll see y'all later.
Peace.